that way. Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. They've played along with me so that I can say tonight, Helen Shapiro, this is your life.
Oh, my goodness.
You can laugh now, lads.
I'll kill you. I'm supposed to be doing a show with Hump.
Yes, a show that doesn't exist. The show's about you.
Hello, Michael. Sorry.
Hello.
I'm gobsmacked.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I can't believe this. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Helen, you thought you were coming here to sing, and hopefully you will a bit later on.
If I've got a voice by then, it's all so much.
We'll look after you, don't worry.
Thank you.
Well, Helen, as you see, we've filled the house with family and friends, led by your husband, John Judd. And now let me thank the man who helped me surprise you, Humphrey Littleton. Hump, you and Helen have been swinging together for quite a while now.
11 years now.
11 years.
11 years. But I'll tell you, I've known about her potential as a jazz singer for many years, because there was a colleague of mine in my early band called Keith Christie, a trombonist, who went on to become a session musician. One day I ran into him in Bond Street, and he'd just come out of a studio, and he said, this little girl started to sing, and he said, all the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. Oh. And I heard you after...
Bad, eh?
No, I heard you after that, and I thought, you know, a great voice for jazz. Seriously.
It's a privilege to work with Hump. It's a joy.
Well, I
every
mean,
time
11 years working
together
with a great singer and somebody who's become a wonderful friend too. So it's what
Thanks,
more can you
darling.
ask?
Thank you, Hump. Don't wander off, will you?
I'll see you later.
Well, you might be renowned these days, Helen, as a jazz singer, but as we know, you made your name as a pop star while you were still at school.
So if I feel like running wild, well, please don't treat me like a child. Every time you pass me by, or you don't know what I go through, seeing someone else with you. I wish the one with you were me, but you don't know. How about the hair?
Wow.
Oh.
The hair made you look much taller in those days.
Yes, it did.
Now, your debut record, Don't Treat Me Like a Child, was a revelation to a certain disc jockey when he first heard it.
Hello there, chaps. When I first heard your singing voice, I did get quite a shock. I thought you were a fella.
It's Alan Fluff Freeman. So, Alan, you nearly made a big mistake.
Well, in those days, Mike, you know, we'd receive a packet of singles, and you really wouldn't look at the labels. You'd just put one on and listen to it and think, yeah, that's all right, and you'd put it aside, then you'd hear something else and think, that's no good, etc., etc. And I put her record on, and I thought, my God, he's good. I thought, he's very good. He's very good. So when the record finished, I took it off the turntable, looked at it, and I thought, Helen, a bloke named Helen. I thought the world is rapidly changing. But over the years, it's been an enormous pleasure to work with her. And my great regret is that this young lady was never discovered in America, because I think had she been, she would have been a world star, because she's not just a few hit wonders. She is a great talented singer and of world class, and I love her.
Helen, thank you very much. Well, Helen Kate Shapiro, this is your life, and you were born on September the 28th, 1946, at Bethnal Green Hospital in London's East End. You're the second child of Barney, who works in the tailoring business as a machinist, and Rachel, who hand sews buttonholes on men's jackets. Now, away from the business, your parents were both musical, weren't they?
Yes, extremely. Mum played the violin as a young kid. Dad was, well, he didn't play an instrument, but he was a smashing singer. Very musical family I'm very fortunate to have come from.
Now, you were brought up in a close-knit family in Clapton and later in a high-rise council flat at Hackney. At Northwold Primary School, you begin to show your singing talent along with a cousin who shares your love of music.
Even at 9, Higgs, we were writing our own songs.
She followed you as a professional singer, Susan Hechtman. Susan, tell us about the double act.
Well, we were always very close. We went from Northwold Road School to Clapton Park. Then our uncle saw an advert in the papers for a singing school. And we both went, and Helen, well, you know the story. She did really well.
She's a great singer.
So I heard.
She should have been a big star, great jazz singer.
That's nice.
That's
very
true.
nice.
That's true.
Susan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you later.
How do you like